Heya, it's Katona Rose, and this is a Let's Play of The Wolf Among Us. Wolf Among Us has a really interesting backstory. I'm not going to get into all of it now, but if gaming history and studio history and developing history is something that's interesting to you, definitely look it up because there's a lot to the story, and I find it kind of fascinating. This game has been successful for so many years and has been promised a sequel for so many years. Finally was supposed to come out this year. It's been pushed back, partially due to wanting to avoid crunch, wanting to deliver a finished product. We'll see. Hopefully that's not just lip service, and hopefully it actually is ready to be released when it finally comes out. But I played this game years ago with my husband, actually. We kind of sat together and put it on the big TV and made the decisions together as a group. And then I've played it a couple times on my own. There's a lot of really interesting choices. Characters remember things you say and do, and it can alter the story a little bit. I tend to play Big B quite hard on the good side. I try to avoid fighting as much as I can. I try to talk things through. I try to make everyone sort of happy as much as possible. Bigby's just a really interesting character because he really has to operate in the gray. You know, he's the big bad wolf personified now as the sheriff, and he has to sort of keep the peace amongst the Fables. So, you know, whether or not he's going to come down hard on someone who he has interacted with in the past, who he maybe was the bad guy towards, he's, you know, he feels that differently and he reacts differently to it than someone who's just nasty and awful and mean. There's a lot of sort of politics in this that come from the graphic novels, a lot of idea of, you know, money buys you protection, money buys you power, money buys you assistance in some cases. And more than that, the concept of, you know, when you take characters from fairy tales, when you take them past the happily ever after, then what happens? What happens after the happily ever after happens? And I think that this game's art style and its music and just the whole way it's put together is pretty awesome and pretty well done. I'm yammering on here. Let's just go ahead and get started. I did actually play this last night and my camera didn't record, so I'm going to do this again. So Wolf Among Us is a point and click as well, with some QTEs and other things. Very different than Conquest of the Longbow, of course. Once upon a time in New York City, there lived a community of fairy tale characters known as Fabletown. The Fables who lived there arrived hundreds of years ago after they were exiled from their homelands. Through the use of a magic spell called Glamour, they have protected their secret community from the mundane world. Sheriff Bigby Wolf protects them from each other.
Today again, if you missed it, a record for the date, hottest ever in June, 103 now, and that humidity looks low, but remember,
the art style is really interesting. It kind of reminds me of Arcane, where there's almost like everything's sort of drawn traditionally and then outlined in a way that looks very CG animated. I really love it. I love the way they use light. I love the way really simple like cross hatching is used to show, you know, wrinkles and furrows, and the way that grit and grime is brought across is so clear and so obvious. And with the art style, it's fascinating to me how they've managed to do that so simply. So here's our dude, Mr. Bigby Wolf himself, Sheriff of Fabletown. There's a lot of smoking in this. There's going to be some nudity, quite a bit of language. So if any of that is offensive to you, I would turn back now while you can.
Mr. Toad? Oh, shit. Bigby! Listen, mate, I know I don't look human.
He's so cute.
It's a problem, I get it. I just stepped out the apartment for just a second.
Like the costume design is just so brilliant and clever. if you're someone
Just
who's
cut
really
me a
into
break,
fairy
yeah?
tales and
I'll
has
get
a
me
lot
glamour
of
first thing in the morning.
knowledge about
Cross
all
my
fairy
arm.
tales or even some fairy tales,
I'm looking at a 3-foot toad.
it's
in a sweater.
there's stuff you'll
That's a
see and stuff
problem.
you'll recognize throughout.
If you
That's
can't
little
afford to
Easter
look
eggs. It's
human,
great.
You're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
You can't send me up to live with those animals. You know what I mean?
Go see a witch. Get a glamour.
Bigby, they're bleeding me dry.
So the farm is basically
Quality
any
of the
place they
stuff don't
put
stand, but the rates keep
fables
climbing
that
up. Do you
refuse
have
to
any
sort of
idea
blend
how
in with
much
the
it
mundane
costs to have
world.
an entire family in glamour?
Obviously, some fables would be able to get away with it better than others.
I don't make the rules. Sorry. I can't give you a free pass on this, Toad. My hands are tied.
Right, right.
There's too much at stake.
Obviously, like a Cinderella or a Snow
cost,
White
it's
or any
worth
of the
it.
princes is
You
going to have a lot
don't
easier
want
time
me catching you out of glamour.
looking human because they started out that way. Whereas, you know, any
Fucking
fairy
hell.
tale creature
See? This is what I
is going to
told
have a
you
lot
about,
harder
Sheriff.
time blending
You're
in.
just gonna stand there, do
And the
something,
concept of
Bigby,
people
before
rich
he
enough to be able to
completely
look
tears
human
up
is a
the
whole other
place.
thing. Oh, shit.
Oh, thanks for that, Bigby. You're a real gentleman.
I missed it.
This is the last straw, Bigby. He has to go.
Yep.
Fine. I'm heading up. Get your glamour.
As you saw, these are timed, a lot of the responses.
Furry prick gob shite. Tell me how to spend my money.
Dad, the lights are shaking again.
What did
the
I say?
cutest
You
little
want a big
frog.
bad wolf to take you away?
Toad,
No.
whatever. Such a cutie.
Then get the fuck back inside.
I'm having a little bit of glitching. I don't know if it's coming through on both ends. To look.
You're gonna know
Okay.
who I fucking am, you hear me? Hey, look at me.
Stop, okay? You're drunk. Let go.
Hang that up, please. That's annoying.
Take a look. Take a good look. You know who I am now?
It kind of blows my mind that this whole argument is basically it's like, don't you know who I am?
Get off of me.
Ah!
Come on, do the cop knock. There it is.
God damn you! You know who I am
Whoa,
now,
hey,
don't
hey!
You've got something on your face.
fuck are you talking about, you stupid kid? I'll fucking kill you!
All right, what's going on?
What are you gonna fucking do, huh? Get the fuck out of the way before you get the axe again.
Oh.
You're drunk, all right? Think this through. If you keep on like this, I won't have any choice but to put you down.
Put me down? You got a shit fucking memory, Wolf. That's not how it went last time.
This
isn't
isn't
last time.
last time.
Oh.
Gonna calm down?
No, he's really not.
Had enough?
At least make this a fucking challenge.
Don't be mean. Blech. This way.
Back off, asshole.
Ooh. Where am I going? Oh, right. Ouch. All the directions. All of them.
You're a fucking glutton for punishment.
Fuck you.
To the bed. Oh. That's not what I meant. Hey, and another. One more. Okay, one more. Ooh. And they say I'm violent. So tired.
You should probably get out of here.
Look, I'm not leaving until I get what's mine.
You're not getting shit, bitch. I'll fucking put you on the ground.
Hey, if you can't be nice, I'm gonna make you wait outside.
Oh, fucking shit. You bugged my jaw, you bastard.
I love
Still
the
you
captions.
Fuck you.
The spelling is so funny.
Shit.
What the hell is going on? What happened?
A little misunderstanding that turned into a real shit show. Don't worry, you saw the best bits.
There's more where that came from, girly.
Knock it off!
Look, this is just the start of a shitty night for me. I just need the money he owes me, then I can go.
Are you alright?
I'm hunky-dory. Thanks for asking.
What's your name?
Whatever you'd like it to be, handsome.
Don't make this more difficult than it has to be.
Sorry, Sheriff. Wouldn't want to add any difficulty to your night.
Why was
Come
he
on,
hitting
lady.
you?
He asked me if I recognized him, knew who he was. I said I didn't. He started beating on me. Then you showed up, started beating on him. That about cover it, hun?
I'm the woodsman, you whore. I
Rude.
saved Little Red Riding Hood from this monster. I cut this fucker open and filled his belly full of stones and threw him in the fucking river. That's who the fuck I am, you stupid bitch!
Would you excuse me for a moment?
By all means.
Come on!
Hi-ya! Onto the cap. Poor Toad. It's just not having a good day.
Shit.
The face.
Hey, Toad.
My car.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh no, by all means. Take your time. Make yourself comfortable.
So, how good is your insurance?
I can't be mad at you. I called you, and you come to help. I can't be made. But even when you help, things end up more fucked than they started. Well, at least you're not fucking dead.
Picture of 1996. It's been 1996. That was a long time ago. Oh,
Fucking around!
these are by far my least
I
favorites.
know you're fucking in there! Come on out, you fucking dog!
And it's gonna hold me right here until I start turning the movie.
You fucking lumbo! You ignorant fuck! Come on out, Wolf!
There we go. Ouch! Bigby has a couple different, like, wolf forms. That's the most mild. That's the passable wolf form in my mind. Because he still looks pretty human. It's just his eyes go a bit yellow and his teeth get a bit sharp.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. I'm just getting what he owes me. You alright back there? I mean, your eyes and the teeth? You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
One of the hardest parts of playing this game is just sitting and watching sort of the cinema happen.
The guy's got an axe in his brain. He's not feeling that.
Because it really is a
nothing.
good story.
He'll
And
be
it really is compelling and interesting to watch.
Fucking bitch!
I would love to see a full series done on the Fable universe. Yeah,
He's
knock it
had
off.
enough.
He's a Fable. Son of a bitch can take plenty.
So this is an interesting concept to me. When you're hard or impossible to kill, does that mean that, violence and harming people with an axe to the head is okay? Like, have we become desensitized? It's really interesting to me, that concept, that whole, like, philosophical argument.
Come on.
If death doesn't mean anything, then does violence mean anything? Does pain mean anything?
Here.
Thanks.
Who do you work for, really?
These lips are sealed. Sorry.
These lips are sealed comes out a lot through this whole game, and it becomes more and more of a
You like my ribbon?
serious thing.
If you don't answer my questions, I can't help you.
I'm answering them the best that I can.
I feel like we've met before.
We probably have. We all sort of knew each other at one point or another. But things change, I guess.
I guess.
Like, look at the play of light and the smoke coming up.
Shit.
License plate said totally.
Stop. We don't have to make any more of a thing out of it than it already is.
Are you sure?
He's had enough. For tonight, at least. Wouldn't be surprised if he has an axe to grind, though.
Ha ha.
That wasn't intentional.
Aw, Pixel is
Sorry.
missing, guys. Kitty. There, the smoke comes
much
in
was
front of
the
her
old
face. This is the play of light.
100.
I'm guessing it'd be bad for you to show up empty-handed.
I'll be fine.
Let's see, I've got, it's 20, 47, 8, 58. That's all I got. It'll help, right? Take it.
It's okay. I'll be fine. You've done enough, really.
Just take the money, okay?
You got me out of a bad situation back there. Thanks.
I'm still gonna need a statement.
I have to go drop off what I have.
Meet me back at my office, then.
It's a little late for an office visit, Sheriff. I'll swing by your apartment.
How do you know where I...
You live in the smallest apartment in the Woodlands. Everyone knows that.
Good to know.
You should get cleaned up. You look like shit. And I don't use that term lightly. Some of these look pretty bad.
I clean up okay.
I'll believe it when I see it. Hey. I need to tell you something.
What is it?
This is so, like,
You're
detective
not as bad
noir.
as everyone says you are.
Damon Trouble and all the rest.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
There's definitely the, grizzled detective thing going on, but it's deeper than that. There's a total noir vibe to the whole world and the whole game, really. Which I love. I love, investigating and trying to figure stuff out and catching people in lies. It's totally my vibe. Okay, a little intro. So yeah, you can kind of get the impression of where the story's gonna go, emotionally wise. The feel of the art, the griminess of the world, the real dichotomy of the haves and have-nots. That's the Fable world in general, and that's what Wolf Among Us, the game, really kind of gets into. There's also not a novelization, but a graphic novelization of just the game, which in my mind I take kind of as like canon, what you're supposed to do. And I do not play canon. I was really surprised when I read the graphic novels how different they were from how I played the game, just in a couple key areas. So here's our house. Well, our apartments, along with everybody else.
Luxury apartments. Wish they wouldn't advertise that.
Let's go!
Some can sometimes be a disciplinarian.
So in the graphic novels, the Fable novels, you get a lot of interrelationships, and Bigby and Snow have quite the history.
There's no walking on the grass. Snow White's orders. She made a sign and everything.
She made a sign. Come on.
I'll be sure to send her an apology.
It's amazing to me how much this actress sounds so much like
Hello,
the Disney
Bigby.
beauty. Terrible shoes, though.
I wasn't expecting anyone. I know this looks a little odd.
Why'd you hide when I walked up?
Well, I didn't know who it was. You can't be too careful these days.
No, you can't.
Damn it, I'm late. Please, Bigby. Promise me you won't tell Beast you saw me. He worries too much as it is, and...
Look,
Staying out of it.
whatever it is, it's between you and Beast. I'm staying out of it.
I don't have time to go into it right now. I'll explain it all to you later. I will, but I have to go. It's not what you might be thinking.
I have no idea what I'm thinking. Sleep at the wheel.
Flycatcher needs to dust this guy.
Ding ding.
Been a while since I got any mail.
I don't know that any of this is actually important, but it's just
Seventh
kind of,
day in a row.
again, feeling the vibe of what's happening in his life.
Damn thing fell off again.
Put it back.
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Let's go to our place and see one of our secrets.
Bigby, hey, wait up.
Yeah,
Have you seen my wife? Have you seen Beauty?
we're staying out of it.
I'm staying out of it.
Out of what?
Whatever it is, Beast. I'm not a marriage counselor.
Damn it. Something's going on.
Yes, I did. Home sweet home.
Damn. Should have cracked a window.
Stinky.
What a night. Why do I even own this?
Ketchup and cigarettes. Sure. Everything a growing boy needs.
Damn it.
I think my favorite part about this is that there's no ice. It's empty. He just turned on the faucet, but instead of putting water into the ice cube maker, he just puts it back in empty. It's like same thing, just happening over and over again.
Bluebeard's file.
Bluebeard was always one of those stories that really kind of freaked me out. I think just because he was like a serial killer of women. That, you know,
Don't even remember ordering.
just kind of always sat with me
Probably
more
a
than the
bad
other
sign.
ones. That's turning us on. Look at all the cigarettes. So that's another question. If you can't really die, is smoking an issue? Is it a problem? And here's our roomie. One of the 3 little pigs.
Hey, Colin. Get up.
Not so little, but you know what I mean.
Oh, hey, Big B.
I love his teeth.
I'm in your chair, huh?
You're in my chair.
I'm tired, Colin. It's been a long day.
I can't figure out the picture in the background if that's supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood or what that is. Smokity
Got a
smokity
smoke?
smoke.
Thanks. Couple thousand more of these, we'll be even on that house you owe me.
This has gotta stop. You can't keep sneaking off the farm like this.
The fresh air and sunshine pitch they sell you on is bullshit. I didn't escape out of the homelands to end up in some prison, okay? Don't send me back there, Big B. You don't know what it's like, okay? You haven't been there.
Calm down.
I can't remember
Not
why
sending
they
you
had to
back.
leave. It's that part of the story that's escaped me, but I
Back
know
for
there was
me?
some mass exodus
Nope.
that sort of had to happen.
The house didn't blow itself down, Bigby. That's all I'm saying. Do with that what you will. Now, I'm not saying it's reason enough for me to have definitely been offered a drink, but, it would have helped ease some of the pain you once caused me, yes? It also would have shown everyone how different you are now.
If that was all you were saying, I'd be able to get some rest.
I take it all back. This is why everyone hates you.
Rude.
It wasn't murder. I was hungry.
Yeah, well, I'm hungry now. You don't see me tearing the flesh off of your bones.
But you would if you could.
If you could. And as a pig, you absolutely would.
Probably. But, no. Hate's the wrong word. They fear you more than anything. You ate a lot of people back in your day.
I thought we were all supposed to have a fresh start here. I can't change the past.
Well, you can't change people's memories either.
Correct.
Look, I'm not saying it's fair, but it's real. People are scared of you. I mean,
Again, that
look
smoke
at your
effect in front of the
hands.
face is so good.
Who'd you get in a fight with? A Fable, right? I'm sure you're not going around punching Mondays.
I was doing my job, believe it or not.
Your job is to beat the shit out of Fables?
Sometimes.
Sometimes I take them to the farm.
Burn.
Fuck you.
You think my job is easy? You try keeping a bunch of Fables from killing each other. How do you
The
think this all
whole
works?
I don't know.
fact that Bigby
How?
is so
By being
gray area
big
is what
and
makes him
being
work
bad.
for me.
By being
Because all of these
big and
choices
being bad.
Could
Don't
work,
say
could
that
be
shit in front of
his
people.
choices.
It's embarrassing. That's the attitude that gets you in trouble. I'm sure you were shitty to everyone you came across tonight.
Not every.
Rude.
Name one.
Didn't get a name.
I don't actually know her name.
Awesome. Great example. Life is easier with friends, Bigby. And we live a long fucking time.
As long as we're in a memory.
I know you like this whole lone wolf thing you got going for yourself. But I've seen the way you look at Snow, okay? You're not fooling me.
Will you shut up?
Well, maybe if my throat wasn't so parched, I wouldn't have to keep talking.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Just give me a drink, please.
Colin, enough already. I haven't slept in 2 days. I went out a second-story window, and I want to get in 2 seconds of shut-eye before I... Look, if I give you this, will you let me
Let
sleep?
me sleep.
Yeah, all right. Probably.
Here you go.
Thanks, Bigby.
This is the moment where it loses me. Oh, the tongue. Ugh. Such a hard-boiled detective. Go get it. I'm coming. I like that he straightens his tie, but it doesn't actually move up at all.
Bigby,
Snow?
come with me.
Get it? Get the snowflakes on the collar? Well, on the nose.
Snow? Snow!
What? Sorry, What is it?
What happened?
I just can't get into it this second. We need to hurry to...
Hi.
Hello. Good morning. Or evening.
Yeah.
These walls are paper thin. We need to be careful. We'll talk outside.
It's a funny face. I have a lot of issue with Snow. Just her character and how she reacts to certain things, and she frustrates me quite a bit. I just wish she would be a bit stronger of a character. But I get that they're also working with source material that they have to be faithful to. So here's the first gruesome shocker, kids.
No.
You knew this girl? She's not a Mundy, right?
She is not
Who was
Mundy.
she? I thought I knew everyone in Fabletown.
A working girl?
A working girl? I'm a working...
No,
Oh.
no, you're not. There you go. You got there in the end.
The woodsman. He attacked her, I stepped in. And he threatened to kill us both.
No. You don't think he...
I don't think anything yet. Just give me a second.
It's just... terrible.
So, who found her?
I did. She was just like this. I didn't touch her. I grabbed Grimble's jacket to cover her with. Then, I came to get you right away.
No one else was with you?
No. Big P, did one of us do this?
There hasn't been a murder in Fabletown
probably.
in a long time.
All the more reason we shouldn't start a panic before we know what's going on. Have a look around. We don't have much time before people will be coming through here.
I wonder sometimes if it's just the game trying to like support you or give you advice, or if it really is just her being sort of ridiculous. What's in your mouth? Yeah.
It's her ribbon. There's some kind of symbol here.
Huh. I don't recognize it.
Neither do I.
It looks like a smiley face, which is a little inappropriate.
She was
all things
placed here with
considered.
some care.
What do you mean?
You can see that someone didn't just toss her here. She was deliberately placed. For us to find.
What kind of monster would do this?
Oh, any kind.
Strange cut. What did this to her?
Blech.
What could do something like that?
Either something very sharp, or something with magic attached to it.
Blood trail.
I'm sorry. This is just so surreal.
Why?
What do you want to do next?
We're just gonna have a little look around.
We still have some time. I should keep investigating the area.
Okay, good idea.
Yes, thank you.
Blood. Drops of blood. I'd say it's been here an hour, maybe?
You kind of heard a little like... I wish that he used his sniffer more. It would go in with the wolf thing better.
Fabric. Looks like jeans.
Doesn't tell me much. Hmm.
Just some loose trash.
What about this?
Yep, more blood. Someone might have hopped the fence, got caught, then left the trail I found earlier.
Touch it.
Blood. Still wet.
Still wet.
Sharp enough.
Okay. Why aren't you backing up? There you go. Let's go back and see Snow. Where'd you go? There you are. I always forget that I'm trying to show
What
her
are you doing?
the scrap of
Better be
fabric.
thorough.
Instead, he's comparing it to
just-
her.
Hurry up. We don't have much time.
She didn't do it. Or maybe she did. What a twist.
We should move her before anyone shows up. We'll find out more at the business office. She'll be in the books. I'm sure of it. Big P, do you have any idea what's going on?
Someone brought her in from the outside.
Yep.
That makes sense. There's no signs of a struggle. But how do you know?
I found blood on the fence, back there. Someone hopped over.
Okay, good. That's solid. So, someone from the outside. Well, at least they didn't come from inside the woodlands. I'm gonna have to tell Crane about this. As long as King Cole is gone, he's acting mayor. He needs to know. And he's going to find out anyway, so we may as well get out in front of it. It'll just be worse if he finds out we held it from him.
I guess it's useless to drag it out.
That's how I feel too. I'm sure he won't be happy, but it's just part of the process. Hopefully he can be rational about it.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
I'm not.
I just don't want him interfering.
Crane's not what's important right now. We need to figure out who this girl was so we can find whoever did this. Take this back to Dr. Swinehart. He can take a look at it. I'll meet you at the business office.
Take this. This person? This part of a person? Take the head, perhaps? Yeah, just don't love her.
What are you, blind? What, you don't see there's a line? I've been standing here a half hour already. You get to just walk in? Must be nice being the sheriff. Do whatever the fuck you like.
I work here.
And what great work you do, Sheriff.
That didn't feel very genuine.
Fucker.
This office is like a treasure trove of Easter eggs for anyone who's willing to pay attention.
Because you are the one bringing this to me, Miss Snow. The one who so simply stumbled upon this catastrophe on our very doorstep. The last thing I need with Mayor Cole away is a hysteria. Do you understand me?
Yes, of course I do.
Don't interrupt me, Miss Snow.
You asked me a question.
Don't change the subject. You are to blame for this unpleasantness, Miss Snow.
I brought you this news as soon as I could.
You are trusted to keep things running smoothly around here. This is a disaster. Who else is to blame if not you? See, even Bigby agrees with me. As competent as he is. Sheriff, you are the one charged with protecting the citizens of Fabletown. Your failure to do so cost someone their life and the safety of the entire community. Tell me you've been doing something. Are there any leads? Suspects? Anything. Anything at all. Any shred of evidence you two know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, her pimp.
Her... was she
Yeah. She was worried about a money situation.
Well, this is just wonderful. Not only is a Fable killed, but it was a Fable hooker to boot. You two need to get a handle on this situation quickly and quietly. The last thing we need is all of Fabletown knowing there's a killer amongst us. Snow.
Yes? Sir?
Call Vivian right this minute and let her know I'm coming in early for my massage.
I will.
Sure. Massage.
Where is the bottle of wine you were to purchase? Oh, bother. Forget it. Can't do anything right. Do your job, Sheriff, or we'll find someone who can.
You would have just pissed him off more.
All right.
Well, that could have gone better. Well, maybe we should have dragged it out.
For what it's worth, I still think it was better to tell him.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Crane doesn't like people smoking and... Never mind. Smoke away.
What an asshole.
Yep. That was about an 8 on the asshole scale. Asshole scale? Well, that doesn't sound right.
Fair.
Is he gone?
Yes, thankfully.
Flying monkey. So, if you haven't watched it, there is a trailer out for season 2, I guess. The sequel to this game. And it starts out with Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Lion, I think, all on a couch.
Mr. Ichabod's desk.
And Bigby comes in.
It probably belongs to him.
But it's funny to me that the flying monkey is in this part. I know my brother and my dad both find them a bit terrifying. We went to see Wicked on Broadway.
How are you today, Mr. Bigby?
About a month after it opened, and There's
It hasn't been a
there's
good
flying
one,
monkeys that kind of go through the audience, or at least
not
used
your
to. I don't know if they still do.
Thanks for asking.
And I remember both my dad and my brother.
Get the books.
Which books?
The ones with all the
The
fables
books.
Not sure that was any more specific.
in it. Bring the first 3.
Be back in a few minutes.
So again, if you kind of look
He knows
around,
the ones I'm talking about.
you start to
There's
see
bound to be information on her here.
more and more things from different
We'll
stories.
at least be able to get her real name from the books whenever Beth can find
Excalibur,
them.
Aladdin's
In the
lamp.
meantime, poke
I
around.
think there's Peter
Maybe
or
the mirror can help.
Hook's flying ship.
I really have to
magic
get
mirror.
this appointment squared away, but let me know if you need anything.
All kinds of interesting stuff.
Hi, this is Snow White, Miss.
Magic lamps are pretty much just lamps after the genie's been freed.
That's a true story.
Yes, that's right.
Let's go look at the tarot card.
No,
it's on
we
your
got your
desk.
invoice. Yes.
Strength. I guess it comes in all forms.
Snow White and the Wolf? I think so.
Yes, I mean, I questioned it only due to the amount. It seemed a bit excessive. I have the record right here. That's not what I have here. I can look through it again and get back to you.
The scratching of his beard is so loud.
Hey, magic mirror. I got a question.
You know the rule.
I don't have time for this shit.
Your impatience is callow. You're needlessly cruel, but have some respect for our history rules.
Mirror, mirror. If you're able, tell me all about this fable.
See? Was that so hard?
Yeah, I'm about 2 seconds away from kicking a hole in you.
There's no
Living
need
life
for
as
that.
a mirror must be challenging.
Fine. Of which fable do you wish to know?
Let's talk about... Sure.
Show me the woodsman. Where is he?
What you see is complete. The woodsman stumbles down a street.
No shit. Which street?
I'm sorry, Bigby. I can only show you what can be seen.
Everybody else is here,
Nobody
so...
right now.
Very well. Please return should you wish to ask about someone else. Or someone new.
I don't know how that's different. Here he comes.
Well, I'm sure we'll get it all cleared up. Okay. Thank you.
Books of the Fables. This music is also quite compelling. I remember the first time playing through it,
We'll start
feeling
with these.
like
Any information on fables in our community
the
will
music
be
just stuck
somewhere
with me.
in
It was
these
very
books.
earwormy. Alrighty. Let's just have a look at everything.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be me.
Very, very good.
Yeah, dwarves. Less said about that, the better.
Wolf.
Me. And him.
The woodsman?
Yep, and his ex. Yeah, the two of them. I wonder what the story was. Beauty in happier days. And her man, Beast.
Funny.
I like that she's staring at this like with much more adoration than she is with him.
Colin and his brothers.
The three little pigs. There's Mr. Toad.
Nice hat. I haven't seen Badger around for a while.
He likes his privacy, I think.
I wish Toad would like his a bit more. Ichabod Crane. Scared shitless.
What's that?
Your boss. His finest moment. Hard to understand how he ended up running this place.
Agreed.
Well, maybe it's time that changed.
That symbol looks familiar. You look at it upside down, it looks like a weird smiley face.
This symbol on the man's clothes, it's the same as the rings.
Could be her father, or husband. This has most of the emblems of the old days, and usually what family they come from. If it's in here, we'll have her name.
Let us look. That is not it. But that is Robin Hood, we think, maybe?
Great.
What?
I can't read any of this shit.
I can help.
Yeah, thanks.
We look out for each other.
Don't overdo it. This is the one. Where's this symbol from? Which family or story?
That's an odd one. Family name? Alerairo? I'll go look it up.
Alelairo. That means every kind of fur in German.
Donkey skin.
Yes.
Cinderella's redacted.
Donkey skin girl, also known as donkey skin, also known as ass skin, prefers to go by the name Faith. Poetic?
Buffkin, we don't need the commentary.
The story of Donkey Skin. There was once a great king with a beautiful queen. The queen grew ill and had her husband promise to only marry the most beautiful girl in the kingdom. After a long search, it became clear that the only woman in the land that could match her beauty was... his daughter, Faith.
Nothing like a little incest.
She had a
Really
magic cloak
turned the
made from the
room.
skin of her father's prized donkey that would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom. Eventually, she married a prince who could see past the magic cloak and knew her true beauty. And they lived happily ever after. Should I mark it, Miss Snow?
Yes. Please. And
They
what's her
lived happily
husband's
ever
name?
after.
Lawrence. Prince Lawrence.
We got what we came for.
Yeah.
Her name's Faith. She was married to Prince Lawrence. I mean, that's more than
Her
we...
name was Faith.
Yeah.
We should talk to the husband.
You think he did it?
No, I don't.
See, you're bad at your job.
Know about his wife.
Eyebrows. I mean, you've got some eyebrows too, my friend. Where are we going? We're going back to the mirror. Let's find out about Prince Lawrence.
Mirror, mirror, blah blah able, blah 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 about this fable.
Of which fable do you wish to know?
He doesn't give you any shit for that one.
He's a prince, I think. Show me Prince Lawrence.
Got some nice vans and a bloody knife.
Where is
I have those same shoes.
Where's what?
Just pink.
Do you know where Prince Lawrence lives?
If he's a prince...
Shocking, I know.
Probably relocated in the South Bronx. Yellow building, red window shutters.
Red frames.
Yep, that's the one. I can take us there.
Let's do that.
Show me Faith's father, the old king.
Moldering.
Guess that crosses him off the suspect list. Nobody right now.
Anything we can use?
Yeah, that'll have to do for now.
Come on, we're going over there.
So the first big choice is gonna happen in just a
Sorry.
moment.
I have to get that.
There's lots of like little
Hello,
mini
Woodland's business
choices where you can obviously
Yes.
pick different.
He is. Hold on. Bigby. It's for you.
Bigby, it's me, Toad.
Sorry, wanted you to hear it.
You there?
What do you want?
Bigby, shit. Listen, right, there's a bloke upstairs going through all the woodsman's things. Get over here, Bigby, before he... Oh, well, hang on. Oi, shit. Hey!
So sorry. What I was
What was
saying
that
was,
about?
Hard to
you know, you
say.
have a lot of dialogue choices,
Something
obviously,
going
throughout
over
the
at
whole
Toad's place.
piece,
about
but
Faith's husband?
there's really
I
only
don't know. I couldn't really tell.
very select
But he could be in
decisions that
trouble.
really kind of
We should go
alter
there anyway
the
to
story
search her
and
apartment.
the outcomes
Toad
of what
might
can
have to
happen.
wait.
And the first choice here is going
Whenever
to
you're
be,
ready.
do we go rescue Toad or do we go see Prince Lawrence? The first time I played it, we went to go see Toad. And I think that's a common response when you hear what we just heard on the phone.
Did Toad
He sounds
say
like
who was
he's
there?
in immediate
Was it
distress.
the woodsman?
I don't know. It's possible. Whoever it was, it didn't seem like Toad was happy to see him.
Well, maybe Prince Lawrence can wait.
Yeah, he didn't see him. He could use some help, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where to first?
Bigby, shit. Listen, right, there's a bloke upstairs going through all the woodsman's things.
You think he did it? What's her husband's name?
Lawrence. Prince Lawrence.
So I am going to go to
You
Lawrence's
think he did it?
apartment,
What's her husband's name?
mostly because if you
Lawrence.
don't,
Prince Lawrence.
something irreversible happens.
You think he did it? What's her husband's name?
We need to
Could be.
tell him about his wife. He deserves to know.
You're right. And Toad's a tough...
Pardon me, allergy break.
Toad. He can probably handle himself for a few hours.
We'll have to.
I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to, so let's just pick an approach and stick to it, okay? Just humor me.
When the magic mirror showed me this apartment, I think I saw a knife inside, covered in what looked like blood.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Well,
You
like
don't
I
expect
said, let's
much.
not overcomplicate things. You can question him while I look around for it.
And if he objects?
We're here on official Fabletown business, and we can be persuasive if necessary. Or you can.
See if she's like, hey, if you need to be grumpy, then, you know, you can be the grumpy one, and I'll just stand back and watch you work. And then he actually gets grumpy, and she's like, why are you so grumpy? Ridiculous. Such a cop knock.
Lawrence, you in there?
Okay, let's...
Hey, open up! It's Bigby. I need to talk to you.
Nope. Let's find a window. Not that one. Oh, what about this one? There we are.
All right, we'll try this out.
Guess we're out of options. Come on,
It
help
amuses
me
me
up.
that she just hops through in that skirt. Oh, a cute picture.
Oh God, we're too late. That makes 2 Fables dead. We need to figure out what the hell is going on here. Who would do this to them?
I don't know, Snow.
Let's have a look around. So creepy. Yeah. Look at the note. Look at it. Pay the rent next week. Pizza in the fridge. Please don't look for me. Goodbye, F. I don't get any of the water.
Second-hand paperbacks, old encyclopedias. Strange. Hard edge to this pool, like something was here and got moved.
I wonder what it could be. I love that he looks at the thing right after. Like, oh, well, this is what we're supposed to... Okay, thanks. Thanks for the heads up there. There's the blood. Okay, can we pick it up?
It stuck to the bed a little.
Gross.
My dearest Faith, I never meant to hurt you, and I cannot endure knowing that I have. This was for the best. I'll see you again. Love, your devoted Lawrence.
I should know his face. There are so few of us. I should know his face.
Are there? There seems like a lot of you.
Oh my god, Bigby, he's alive!
Ooh. Kaboosh.
What are you doing here?
Let's get you back up.
Oh, what are you doing here? What's going on?
We found you here, in your chair with what we thought was a fatal injury. We should call Swinehart, have him take a look at you.
Wait a second on that, Snow.
It's so hard. Sometimes you just get lost in the story.
You know who I am?
To say anything.
I have a few questions.
Yeah, we do.
What? What's this about?
When was the last time you saw your wife, Lawrence?
I don't know. A few weeks ago. She came by to get some things. That's what she said. But I think it was so she could leave some money. I didn't find it till later. We've been separated for some time now.
Lawrence, what did you do?
I made a decision for us. It felt like the only way out, so I shot myself in the heart. Oh, thought I'd be dead by now. Hurts like fucking hell.
Your heart's actually a little more to the center. Probably had a lung.
Great. At least that's how I think it happened.
I find that part so
Things are a
strange.
little fuzzy.
How else could it
Thought was
happen?
a bad dream.
Why did you do it, Lawrence?
I did it because I was ashamed. I couldn't live with myself, knowing I had done that to her.
Done what?
I did what I could to keep her away, but she still worries about me. She comes by, makes sure I'm okay.
His dialogue feels all jumbled in the
I'm a
wrong order.
fucking burden. I'm useless. I don't want her to have to worry about me anymore. She's better off without me being here to drag her down. She deserves that. She's
This is
been
the
through
hardest
a lot.
part about depression, I think,
I just
is
wish I could have done better.
thinking that
She's always been there for me.
I'm sorry
People
to inform you that
would be better
wife
without you.
was killed.
When in reality,
No.
so many people want you around. Even if
No.
you can't
I knew
engage
this
with
would
them
happen.
in a way that you
I'm
think
sorry.
is what
I
they
am.
need.
But I'm gonna need you to help me find
I've sort of
whoever
been on
did
both
this.
sides of depression
So you
myself,
need to try and
and
remember anything that could possibly help us.
I would much rather have a friend
Georgie.
be depressed and just not say anything, hang out in my basement, then not have them.
Lawrence,
Do you?
And there's so many times when I've been depressed and, you know, I don't want to go out and I don't want to be around people, but having people I care about just close to me is a huge comfort.
We need to know why whoever's out there is breaking in. I need your help.
What do I do?
Just play dead.
What
do I do?
Trust me.
Just lay there, do exactly what you're doing.
Condition anyway, so just stay still. The second we figure out what they're here for, Bigby will arrest them. Think about your wife.
I don't know if that's the best thing to say. Knocking stuff over all over the place here. There's the vans. The tear stains on his face. Looks so subtle, but so smart. Just watching this stuff fly into the air. Okay, who are you?
I don't know who that is. What's he doing?
Case in the joint.
Is he looking for something?
Nah, he's just having a walk in a house he doesn't own. I love how, like, froggy Tweedledee and Tweedledum's mouths are. Come closer. Come closer. Hiya!
Hey! Stay here.
No!
She's so helpful in a crisis.
Hey! Stop! Leave me
I
alone!
have a really hard time believing he could outrun Bigby. Man down. This one. Swinging E. Or 3. Or whatever it is. Get him. Youch. Kaboom. See the dust coming down. Ooh, crap. Keep your hands on the keyboard. Oh, kaboom.
Hey!
Ease up, Bigby.
Tackle.
We're on the same side here.
You
Are we?
son of a bitch. Make me run after you.
I mean, maybe there is an argument for not smoking. Out of the two of them, does
What
that
were
man
you
look like
doing
he should
back
be the one
there?
breathing hard?
The same thing you should be doing. Investigating. Looking for clues. The fuck you doing hiding in closets? Fuck, man. Fuck, man!
I'm asking the questions.
You're looking for the woodsman, right?
Look at his head.
My employer is looking to ask him a few questions
So
too.
gross.
Who's
Who's your employer?
I can't tell you that. It's confidential. Sorry. Sure you understand.
Nope. Can't say that I do. Come on. You're coming with me.
This could have been easy.
Oh, don't worry. It still is. Come on.
Dumb.
Dumb? Yeah, it is. Look, it'd be much easier for you
No, I'm D. He's dumb.
The eyeballs. Hiya. It's big ham fists.
You almost looked peaceful.
Oh, shut up, Snow.
to... Yep.
Except you're lying in a dirty alley.
Yep.
With
Yep.
an open wound on the back of your head.
Yep. Where'd they go?
Well, after the one guy hit you and the other
So she's
one
like,
finished kicking you,
after I watched them go after you, I just sat around and
then they
watched.
jumped into a car and drove off.
And I didn't get the license plate or
Come on,
anything
get up.
relative that could help us. I'm just gonna stand over you and act like you're the dumbass.
We should check in on Toad. See if there's
Sorry.
anything there that can get us back on the trail.
I have opinions about Snow White. They're not favorable to the lady.
And we ended up going out the window, and I landed on Toad's car.
You guys made a real mess.
Yeah. Looks worse in the day.
I mean, doesn't everything?
I don't think anybody's here.
We came all this way for nothing.
So
All
sad.
right, son. All right, he's gone. He's left. It's over now.
That detective face. He's like, something's going on here.
Is that his son?
Toad's? I think.
Correct.
Be nice in there, okay?
Like you were when you watched those guys beat me up in the alley. Sorry. Bitch.
Hey, Toad. You in there?
Bigby! And Miss White! Surely you didn't come all this way just for my bother?
Of course we did.
Sorry, Bigby. It's embarrassing to have to admit, but I
His
thought there
character
was
design
someone
is
else in
so,
Wolf's
so
place.
clever.
There wasn't, though. Not when I checked. Nothing but a leaky drain pipe. Imagination must have got the best of me.
So in the stories, Toad,
So,
Mr.
you know,
Toad is a
false
racer.
alarm. Sorry for dragging Miss White into this.
What's going on?
And if you
What
look
do
at
you
the
mean?
back walls, there's like the finisher flags.
Nothing's
and a lot of
going
the
on, Bigby.
pictures
I don't know
and
what
things
you
on the
mean.
wall are all like
Tell me.
cars. He's got like
False
little
alarm is all.
model
Sorry.
cars everywhere. It's a clever little way of tying in, again, the stories.
Is your son in there?
He's fine, Miss White. Just stung his little
Stung his
toe.
little toe.
Better swimmer than walker, just like his dad.
Wanna...
So, I guess you'll be taking off now. No need to hang around here anymore.
Nice try.
I'm sorry you came all the way here for nothing.
Someone was here, and something's going on. And just so this trip wasn't a complete waste of time, I'm gonna look around a bit before we leave, okay? The longer you talk, the longer this
Okay.
takes. So just stand over there and shut
All right. I just don't want to waste your time, is all. Have a seat. Have a cup of tea. Whatever you like.
TJ? Are you alright?
He's so cute.
There you are. I don't mean to intrude, but Flycatcher said you had a pretty awesome insect collection, and I was wondering if you could perhaps let me see it?
It has a weevil.
Cool.
Just mind the
Close-up of her knees for
upholstery
some
while you're
reason?
looking for nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe some people are into that. Okay, let's take a look at this broken lamp. Doesn't seem
Now this
like a
happened.
nothing.
Fucking hell. Damn thing must have fell off the table.
Uh-huh. The lamp
Fell
just
off the table.
Fell off the table.
Or the boy was faffing about, playing sods and swordfish. Who knows what the lad...
Sods and swordfish. So yeah, we're gonna look and see that two things are already plugged in. So how could the lamp have been there? Not if we wanted it to work. Let's look at that. The door looks a bit
The
funny
lock's
too.
busted, too. This place is falling apart.
Eh?
The lock. It looks like somebody kicked in the door.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, a fucking lock's been busted for weeks, mate. Right, it's just like everything else in this bloody building.
Mm. That's not a suspicious look at all. This looks like blood. There he goes with the sniffer again.
It's just some wood rot. Not mold or anything.
You bleeding?
Why? Is that...
It's blood. Still fresh.
Oh, well, I cut me hand. Ran around like a tit trying to pick out a rap. Must have got some on the furnishments.
Sounds painful.
Sure.
Oi, don't you go mother-henning now. The wound didn't sit very long, you know. Perks of being a fable, I suppose. And a frog.
Are you a frog or a toad? I thought you were a toad. Are you just a frog named Mr. Toad? Is any of this important? Probably not.
There's more blood over here.
On the poker?
Yeah.
Very good.
What happened?
Oh, well, that's how it happened, didn't it? I was poking the coals and it slipped a bit. Sliced up in my foot like a seashell. Looked like a shit ugly thing. If you're gonna say something, out with it.
But you cut your hand.
You dropped it on your foot? You told me before that you cut your hand.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I
did.
did cut my hand. I cut my hand first, and that made me drop the damn thing on my foot. Ruinous flip of events, really.
Sure. Okay, that is not correct.
Oh my
least you
God,
can
will you not make
hang
a
it
big
back
faff
up.
out of this? There's nothing to solve here, Sheriff. I'm telling you everything that happened. Why don't you believe me?
Reasons.
I mean, things happen, you know.
This apartment's a goddamn mess, Toad. Looks like after a struggle or a fight. And I don't know why you'd cover for it. But I know you're lying about something.
But I'm not.
And you're just gonna make it worse for yourself the longer you keep up the act.
I'm not bullshitting you. Honest.
We'll see.
There we go. There the lamp was.
That more blood?
No, just a clean space in the dust. Did you move something?
Something?
Oh, maybe one of Junior's toys or something. I mean,
Okay, we're gonna look at that, and let's look at the base. There you go. We're putting it together, guys.
Bloody hell, Bigby. What sinister bit have you uncovered this time? I left the tap water running? Didn't stop the recycling? What's the point of all this, mate? Really?
That broken lamp used to be here, right? Just tell me what happened.
I mean, sorting recycling is very important.
Nothing. And why did the lamp have to be there, of all the bloomin' pointless inquiries? It's my own place. Don't you think I'll know what happens in it?
Because it wasn't on that table, Toad. There isn't any room in the electric outlets.
Huh? What are
It
you...
was plugged in over here, and now it's there.
I did some refiguring. Who fucking cares?
And
Yeah,
not
we
plug it in.
did.
Come on, Toad.
I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. You see how many damn plugs there are?
Okay, I think that's everything down here. Let's just take a quick look. Oh, I forgot. The windowsill. Those are odd marks.
There's some marks here on the windowsill.
But like I said, Junior leaves his toys around all the time.
These don't look like they're from a toy.
Oh, well, just last night when I'd come out, I was in a downright dizzy, mate, as you would be. And I plumb forgot the keys to this place. And I had to climb in through the bloody window.
Really?
But the
Scared
door
Junior
doesn't
off
lock.
to death. You heard the new Shakin' Stevens album yet?
But you wouldn't need keys, since the lock's broken, so why'd you climb in through the window?
Lies,
Huh?
lies,
Why'd you
lies.
climb in through the window? You said it yourself. The lock's been rotten,
been
for,
rotten
weeks.
for weeks.
You wouldn't have needed a key to get in.
I like how he's
Just
so,
what are you
like,
on about, mate?
monotone
State
throughout
I
the
was
whole
in, I
thing.
didn't have
It's
me
not
head,
really
that's all it
accusing, he's
was.
just like,
I
here's the
forgot
facts,
fucking
dude. Like,
handle was fucking busted. And I'll tell you what else. It's embarrassing you bringing all this shit up, all right? So quit it with a third degree and all that. Bigby, come on, I'm begging for mercy over here, old boy. I was looking forward to a nice afternoon, just me and me son, and you've taken up enough of a day with all this sniffing around at me private belongings. I'm sorry I called, really I am. But will you please?
It's the first honest thing you've said all day.
Bugger off.
Not yet.
Not yet? No one fought anyone, Bigby. There wasn't any scrap. So when? When are you gonna leave? I mean, I feel like I'm on trial here. In my own bloody home.
When? When you start telling me the truth, Toad?
Well, I've told you the truth, mate. Jesus Christ, what more do you want?
Toad, these stories have made no sense. You didn't cut yourself on the poker. You didn't forget your keys. You didn't bump the lamp off the table. You want to tell me what's going on?
She doesn't think much of me. I don't
You can
think.
see the blood running down the back of
I
his
wouldn't necessarily
neck.
say that. Progress?
At that point. There it is.
Mr. Toad, you're bleeding.
It's like, oh crap.
Take off the hat.
It was
Ouch.
that butcher, a Tweedle, Dumody. You gotta strip them down to their johnnies before you can tell which is which. They come bulging in.
How can you tell when you strip them down to their johnnies? I don't want to know. Never mind.
I don't know. He tore up the place, beat me up when I said I didn't have it. And if you had come in when I asked you to, maybe he wouldn't have had the nerve to strong-arm me boy.
Poor
He
guy.
hurt Toad Jr. How awful.
What the hell does he care? It's always the same with you, isn't it, Bigby? If I'm in trouble, need help, if I call about something, you always take the livelong day to get here. What if he'd done something worse, eh? I'm tired of feeling trivial, mate.
That's
a lot
fair.
of us are.
We're sorry, TJ. Really. We were lucky it didn't go any further.
What was he looking for?
I have no idea. I would have told you. I wanted to, really, I did. But he said if word of this ever got back to him, if he ever thought you knew, or Miss White, he'd come back and kill my boy.
This is the moment,
Even tried to
Snow
get
White,
past
where
her
you
coat.
step in and you give the witness
Who's
protection.
The girl.
Dad borrows things from people who live here. Sometimes.
Borrows.
I don't steal nothing. Turn around here with astonishment.
So it's a much
mate.
longer story than I'm not
Really
going to get into right now.
repossessed
Maybe
me
I'll do a
like we
video
are.
on it
Well,
at some
we'll
point.
be taking
but
the coat now.
I collect
if
frogs.
She has next of kin, family,
anyone.
anyone.
It's adorable. This is my little
Alright.
desk frog.
Fetch him the fur.
He can go like this, or he can be like yoga pose frog.
Fine bit of dress it is.
But yeah, Toad Jr. is just adorable. I wish I could put him in my pocket. Who would wear that, honestly? Anywhere.
No, I wouldn't wear it outside.
Thank you. Thank you for validating my point, sir.
Wait,
There's a letter.
it's an envelope.
Fucking hell, of course there is. For my luck, it's a map to some bloody doubloons.
Bloody
It's
doubloons.
addressed to Prince Lawrence. What do you want to do with it?
Doesn't seem right opening another man's mail. Let's try and give it to him.
Okay.
Well, it's been quite a surprising day for all of us, hasn't it? I'd see you out, but I'm afraid of dripping any more blood in the place.
Snow? Don't worry, we'll protect your
It
family.
was very nice talking to you, TJ.
Thanks. See ya.
I mean,
And don't worry about what happened earlier. Just feel better, okay?
don't worry
And if
because
you're
you're
looking
going
for the
to
woodsman, try down at the Trip Trap.
protect him. No, that would be far too easy. Poor guy. Just want to squish him.
Does it
What are you mad
always
about?
go that smoothly?
Not often.
So, split a cab?
Sure. I can only go to the Trip Trap
ear
from now
scratch.
anyway.
Not because of what Toad said.
Hopefully the woodsman's there. Or, I don't know.
Someone will know where to
will
find
know
him.
where to find him. It's my best lead.
Our only lead, really.
I mean, do you have a better idea?
that way.
Be helpful. Stop being part of the problem. hope.
Every time I think I'm getting a handle on what's going on, things just get more
The way
complicated.
the light like shifts across their
It
face
feels
as they
like
pass
we're
signs
always
is
a step
perfect.
behind.
The woodsman is the only lead we've got, and he was one of the last people to see Faith alive.
Although this angle makes
Getting
her
some
look
answers out of him will
ginormous.
start to clear things up.
I hope you're right. Bigby, be honest with me. Who do you think did this?
I've already told you.
I know it's still early, but I just feel a step behind.
Faith was in trouble, afraid of someone. I need to find out who. Might be whoever she was working for. There's still a lot of questions. We find the woodsman, figure out what he knows, and go from there.
Makes sense. That's probably the best approach.
Thank you for your reformation. What you looking at?
Thanks
I
for
wish
you.
there was... Sorry.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's...
They're so awkward together.
It's nothing. I just...
You just what?
Seeing all this today, there are fables that are struggling worse than I'd imagined. We pay so much attention to the residents of the woodlands. You forget there's a whole community out there to serve.
You forget. You, madam.
To have to turn to prostitution. I wish there was more we could do.
So, I mean, again, part of a larger
Isn't how I
debate.
thought it would be. But
And
Crane runs things his own way.
You're doing your best.
Exploitation
can do.
involved,
Obviously, you
obviously,
don't
in
know
sex
what I do
work,
all
but
day. Right now,
not
I'm
always.
the gatekeeper,
And I think
making sure none of these disenfranchised folks are
demonizing it as like
wasting
to
his
have to
time.
turn to,
You'll fix it.
it's very like clutching my pearls. I think that there's, you know, a time and a place for sex work, and I think that
I don't know. It's just a broken system.
it's sort of a
The
naive
fables who
way of
walk in through the
thinking
back
that
door
it
like
isn't a
Bluebeard,
part of the
we
world.
have all
There's a
the time in
reason
the
why it's called
world
the
for
oldest
them.
profession.
You try and come
And
in
I
through the
think
front door,
that
through the proper
focusing
channels, asking
on
for anything, needing
stopping
Well,
the exploitation
turn
is
you
more
away.
important than focusing on stopping the act or acts. Personal
now things
opinions.
are worse off than they've ever been.
Well,
This whole thing is
that's
really
not
interesting
true.
to me because, again, it goes back to
We've
that
had it
whole
worse.
thought of
Not by much. Maybe
unless
this isn't
you
for me.
have money, unless
I
you
thought
have
public service was pure.
You'll figure it out.
a
Better
good
than I am with this political
source
stuff.
of income,
Well,
and
that's not saying much.
I trust you to make the right decision.
aren't used to living in a castle,
I hope you're right.
then you're doing okay. You're figuring it out. But everybody else is really struggling. And even those who came from homeland
Maybe you should handle
quite
this one.
wealthy are having to transition into more normal life
Yeah.
in New York City.
Maybe
So
I should.
it's it's a really interesting thing that I think you could debate philosophically for quite a while.
Bigby,
Yes.
I
What a
just
cleavage and
be
collarbone there.
careful, please.
Always.
Always.
Told you. I really do find her character a little all over the place. You know, she's super sympathetic with Toad Jr., but yet she doesn't really do anything to help them, like actual help. You know, she expects Bigby to like be her muscle, but she gets upset if he uses his muscles. The whole thing is just a bit odd to me.
What do you want, Sheriff?
What do you think?
I'm looking for the woodsman.
Well, he's not here. So I guess you can go now.
Look, I'm not even gonna ask where he is now, okay?
I
I
love
just
her
want to know
tattoo.
the last time he was here. That's all.
Who?
I'm being nice. So try again.
I mean, he just said.
He hasn't been here for a few weeks. No, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he hasn't been here in a while, if he's been here at all, which I don't know.
There's something about like the bright blue eyeshadow.
I'd just
and
like some
the
help.
beret. That
and I'll
makes
be
me
out of here.
really
Well,
giggle.
I'd be willing to help you out of here. Would that help?
No, thanks though. It's kind of you to offer. That looks like the woodsman right there.
He a regular?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The one with the
Really?
bald head and the beard.
The picture behind your head.
Never seen him.
Whose is that?
Oh, Pixel's
Someone
still
who
lost,
left.
guys. Yep.
Why didn't you dump it?
If you want a cleaner place, feel free to get the fuck out of here.
So grumpy.
I'm sensing a very hostile tone from you. Don't deny it. I'm
Factional?
good at picking up on this stuff.
This looks familiar.
A lot of these
Ham's
walk out the
ape
door.
nuts? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's called
satisfactual.
advertising.
Makes a little more sense, I guess.
You get a refund?
Fuck you. The word's getting out.
No. Let's go over here. This looks like 3 people are playing.
You guys playing right now?
Nah.
Nah.
A lot of stools in this place.
Yeah, only one next to you, though.
But there's only one right next to you.
I mean, technically there's 2, but
You gonna
sure.
order something? Or you just here to bother my customers?
What customers?
You know what I mean.
Give me a Midas
What's
gold.
that old adage? Show, don't tell.
You want a lime?
I just realized those are Christmas lights. No.
No.
Well, I don't got any anyway.
Call a plumber. Shit everywhere.
That's funny.
Yep.
Yeps.
Think it's fucking hilarious.
It was all right.
Meh. Okay.
Come on,
Help
guys.
me help you.
I don't want to be here. You don't want me here. The sooner you answer my questions, the sooner I'll be out of your...
Restroom is for regulars and employees only. Tough shit. It's a weird sign to have on a bathroom. Like, is that a command or are you warning people? The whistle.
Holly, you're out of paper towels and,
Looks like your nose is still broken, dude. Smile. Saved your beer.
Saved your beer for you. Holly wanted to clear it, but I said no. You'll be back. Now here you are.
You and me been going at it for hundreds of years. I'm through fighting.
Sounds good to me.
Well, Woody, that makes 2 of us. You're in luck. I decided to switch seats. I just want to talk. This doesn't have to go like this.
Oh, there's the eye.
Maybe he don't want to talk to you.
Why don't we let him tell me that?
Okay, Grant.
It's not Grendel. What is the Beowulf bad guy? Monster? I can't remember.
It's funny. Just a minute ago, no one seemed to know who you were. Yeah, well, everyone knows you. Big bad wolf. Now I'm the bad guy and you're sheriff. What kind of fucking world is that, huh?
He's in a talkative
There's not much
mood.
to explain. It's no big secret. I needed money. I'd walked past her place for weeks.
I find this super
Looked like it.
interesting.
She had money. I was sure of it. She wouldn't put up.
There's an
any
author
kind of
named
fight.
Gregory Maguire who writes fairy tales from the perspective of the bad guy. Wicked is
And the night
probably
I
one of
finally
his
get
most
up the
well
nerve
known,
to
but
do it,
Confessions of an Ugly
there
Stepsister
you
is my
are,
favorite.
Fucking things up for me.
And
You
it
were
just kind of
in
talks
the wrong
about
place at the wrong time. I wasn't there
things
to save
that,
her.
you know, it proves that history was written by the victor, right? And there's a whole other story if you look at the other side of the conversation.
Hey, stop! This isn't what I want.
Oh,
Hands
shut
on
the
keyboard.
fuck up, Woody! Shit ain't just about you. It's about this fucking lapdog. Only comes sniffing around this part of town when the rich fucks in the woodlands need a shakedown. Ain't that right, Bigby?
It's not like that. There are problems with the way things go. I get it. But that's got nothing to do with what's happening right now.
Holly's sister goes missing. No one gives two shits about her. Paperwork, waiting rooms, and that bitch Snow White looking right past me, then ushering me out the fucking door. I can growl too.
Yeah, it's not as good though.
Oh, good.
Should have walked out of here when you had the chance.
Come on. You're scaring the lady.
Don't worry about me.
I still like her tattoo. Where my mouth is. Hiya! Right in the eye. Oh, there it is. There it is! Ooh, ouch. Yuck. That did not improve his face. Oh. So we're gonna see the second form of wolf, I think. Yep. You know how hairy his arms are. Very like werewolfy now. Hiya! Up and over. Ouch. Brenda fell? I can't remember. Beowulf.
He's had enough.
He started it. I'm not gonna tear off his arm. In the graphic novel, we tear off his arm. I kind of wish he kept the beard. Like, I get it. I get it's the whatever, but...
Whiskey.
I just like the idea that, like, his beard grows and now he has to...
Double.
Shave it again. For it to be stubbly. The daintiest of pores. I don't know. I think you look fine as a troll. Just my personal opinion. And there he's back. Got everything under control. Just a double shot of whiskey. Who knew?
Submit a damage report with my office. Fabletown will pay for this. Charge the drink on there, too. And the glass. Don't even think about it.
You stay. Stay.
Is this the type of treatment I can expect if I let you take me in?
Don't act like that.
Hey, he started it.
Sure did. So did you, for that matter. Oh, look.
I got $100 for the first bloke that can tell me something about a girl named... Fuck.
A girl named Fuck. It's not a good name. So we got another big choice coming up. Who are we gonna nab first? Sure. This way. Yeah. You knocked me out in an alley,
That's
dude.
not necessary.
That might actually be my blood on your shirt.
Me.
Your brother won't be saving you this time. Come on.
I mean,
You're
I don't
under
know if that's
arrest.
true.
I told you I didn't do it.
And you got nothing to worry about.
I'm the Eggman. Cuckoo, get you. Those hands. They're like the size of his butt. Sorry. D or dumb. I don't know which one it is. His hands are the size
Anything
of Digby's
stupid,
butt.
and I'll throw you down the witching well myself.
I thought it was the wishing well, not the witching well. What do I know? Oh, we're almost at the end of the episode. This is crazy. Okay. Be prepared for a shock, my friends. Looks like the mundane police are involved, which is never a good thing. Beast is like, dude, I live here. Baby, fighting the power. Copy and sick. Good, good. It's just what you want to see. What is it, guys? What is it? What a great perspective. Oh, baby. No. So good. So good. Next time on The Wolf Among Us.
Very special.
No, you didn't. You were an asshole. Pardon my French.
Where's your brother?
Fuck you. Give me one good reason I should tell you anything.
Where's the rest of her?
Serial killer.
Oh my.
A serial killer?
Oh my.
Oh God, and it's one of us.
Wait, the woodsman's
Can't you
still
imagine
in the
this as a TV
streets.
show?
We've got to put a lid on this.
If you can't,
Like a Last of Us style.
I'll find
sort of.
someone who can.
Or even do the
I
arcade
found
thing.
out where she's
That would
been
just
staying.
take a really long time. Oh,
I know
oops.
she's here. You must have seen her. What are the two of you hiding?
Thanks for not saying anything.
Doesn't matter. Maybe you just want to
Oops
punish
again.
someone. We can arrange that.
What did you do?
Friend on friend. At the end of the end.
Knock it off.
Jesus Christ, Bigby.
Here's another form. Yes, episode 2, Smoke and Mirrors. So that'll be the next one we do. At the end of each chapter you get your choices, so you can see what you did compared to the rest of the players. So 84.5% gave Faith the money. Do you tell Beast the truth about beauty? You and 19.5% of players try to stay out of it. Where did you decide to go first? You and 30.8% of players went to see Prince Lawrence before helping Toad. Again, I've played it both ways. If you go see Toad first, Lawrence is dead by the time you get to his apartment. So it is, in my mind, the better outcome. What happened to Prince Lawrence? You prevented his death. Prime suspect. So 22% have the players pointed at Faith's pimp. And I think, especially at this point in the game, that's really the best choice. This is Bluebeard, who we haven't even met yet. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Lawrence, of course, and then the Woodsman. And I think it's pretty obvious that the Woodsman is kind of very cursory to this main story that we're doing. Who do we arrest? When it came down to the wire, you and 68.7% of players made sure Tweedledee didn't get away. And yeah, there's some further reading you can do if you so choose. It was very loud in my earballs. So yeah, this is great. I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna say small so you can see everybody who worked on this, because I think they deserve all the credit in the world. Like I said at the beginning, just the art style of this is so great. The music is so great. The way the chapters are laid out are really smart. I definitely remember the first time playing this game, going to sleep and dreaming about choices and options and things that I wanted to do. It just kind of stayed with me in that kind of permanence. Even when I was out of the game and when I was doing things in life, I would kind of be like, oh God, I wonder if I had made this choice instead of that choice, what would have happened differently? Bigby to me is a super sympathetic character. It's such an interesting idea to take a bad guy or a guy that people have a natural fear of and turn him into, this main law keeper. I think there's a lot you can read into that as far as, can you trust the police? I think there's a lot you can read into that as far as people who are bad guys really trying to just do better and trying to become someone different and evolve who they are. Bad guys are best, in my mind, when they have an actual reason for what they're doing. If you look at the situation from their perspective, it makes sense why they are doing what they're doing, and there's some of a rationale to how they are getting through life and how they're making the choices they're making. And I think there's that in this game. I think there's that in a lot of really smart games and really smart movies and TV shows, media in general, books. Whenever there's a bad guy who's just being bad because it's fun, there's a time and a place for that for sure. But when you've got like sort of this boiled down reality that they're trying to create, this grittiness that they're trying to create, it makes more sense when doing things the right way and following the rules isn't really working for a vast majority of the population of Fabletown. So having a bad guy who's doing things outside of the law makes sense. And it makes sense why so many people would turn to that person and give that person their time, their energy, their business. Lawrence said several times that he made a choice for them, that he did what he thought was right, that he chose something for her. We know that she ended up getting into prostitution, she being Faith, his wife. But we don't really know much more than that at this point. Faith and Snow White are both beheaded on the steps of the Woodlands, which is also the offices of, the law in Fabletown. So why is that happening? Who's doing it? Is there a message to be had from all of this? Is it just accidental? We know that Bigby has quite a torch for Snow, so it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to all of this, if he falls apart, if he's able to push through it. I'm really looking forward to playing the next episode and playing the rest of this game with you guys. It is so fun. It's so beautiful to look at. It's really hard to talk through at points, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you come along for the rest of the ride because there's so much left to show you. I'm Katona Rose. This has been a playthrough of the first chapter of The Wolf Among Us. If you're into it, please consider liking and subscribing. It would be very beneficial to me to do so. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.